Drive by on side, R.I.P. Texan, old English, west side, till I die.
So Deadman Mode is almost here, and I haven't seen any guides on YouTube, so I thought I'd be one of the first people, to put out some content, and I hope you guys enjoy, and please subscribe and like, because I got a lot of good videos coming. So 100% Deadman Mode is coming, the pull pass, it's released late October. It's going to be 5 times XP rates, which is going to be awesome, so easy to train, but yet going to be really hard because the resources aren't going to be there for how much levels people are going to get. But yeah, if you die, you're going to lose 28 stacks of items from the bank, assuming someone PKs you. I think it's going to be same if you just die from a boss monster. But you lose 50% of your XP as well, which is pretty shitty. Like if I was 91 strength and I died, I would then be, 84, which would make it pretty aggravating to train. And obviously if you can die and lose 28 items, you can PK someone for 28 items, which is going to be a huge worry for a lot of players. Gotta be on your feet for sure. There's going to be extremely high level guards at most banks in huge cities that will attack any player that's skulled, so you definitely have a lot of security being in those big cities. And the last thing I want to cover is the extended logout timer. This is going to be hard. That means you can't just quick log, or if you see someone you can't instantly log out, and I'm pretty sure there's only going to be like 5 to 10 worlds. Some people were saying 2, but there's going to be so much people playing they're going to have to do more. But yeah, that's a quick overview, and now let's get a little bit deeper into it. So the first topic I want to get into is expanding new economy. This is a new economy, a fresh server, so the gold is going to be really useful, and the gold isn't going to be there because you can only get gold from alking and like a little bit from boss monsters and quests, but yeah, other than that, it's all going to be from alking. There's going to be no GE in this server, so it's going to be pretty hard to get items. I'm sure there'll be a Zybez or something like that, and you can definitely trade people in Varrock, but the first couple days it's going to be Iron Man mostly for all the quests. This server is going to have its own prices, completely different from the old school servers. Like a Serp helm is only 300k, but nowadays that could be worth like 5 mil the Deadman Mode servers, so everything's going to be really different and pretty interesting. A lot of items that would be pretty easy to get nowadays from Nightmare Zone or whatever it may be are going to be extremely hard to get, like a couple of herbal supplies. No one's going to want to risk their bank or their time in the first week to get like snake grass or secondary ingredients, you know what I mean? They talked about maybe releasing Nightmare Zone, but it's going to be no XP, so that could be some dead content. So the next tip I want to go over is doing all your skilling first. Of course GP will be extremely useful for everything you have to do, potions, food, energy pots. It's going to be really needed. A lot of these skills are going to be insane cash on the fresh server, way different than what the old school server is going to be. Like you could buy a Ruinite ore for 8k and then turn into a rune sword for 12k. There's going to be a good amount of skills that are, buyables in the normal day OSRS, like Herblore or something, that are now going to be money-making methods. That it's going to be different because, Herblore nowadays to 1 to 99 could take like 70 mil, and you probably make about 50 mil doing it in Deadman Mode. There's also been rumors of quests being 2 times XP, which would make it a lot more beneficial, but either way, you still need to do some of the quests, and a couple of them would still be useful even if it is 5 times XP, but you really want to benefit. Is it better to do the quest or, just do the XP, because you got to think about that. Some skills in this game mode won't be able to be, done without another person. Like, you will need people to help you, such as crafting. You'll need to obtain battle staffs, and that'll be super hard to, be high ranks if you don't have friends helping you or maybe another alt. So, it's always something to keep in consideration. And the next topic, pick your location carefully. I'm pretty sure about 90% of RuneScape will be extremely dangerous, so definitely trying to find a safe zone, and maybe if you're a skiller like an herblorist, you don't even have to leave the bank. Everyday training places like maybe God Wars Dungeon to get some cash, or do a Spiritual Mages task, or Slayer Tower to do some abbeys or gargoyles. That's going to be a no-go spot. Like, that is so far away from a bank. Even with 5 to 10 brews, you may not be able to tank it, and I guarantee people will definitely have teleblock, so really something you got to take into consideration. This is going to be sketchy. You're definitely going to want to do some research and find out which places have some, quick getaway routes, maybe agility shortcuts. Like I know I'm 74 agility, actually I'm 72, my bad, and I use an agility pod, and I was out by the lava dragons, and you know, every time a PK would come, I'd just hop across the stones and none of them could follow me, and I escaped about 10 people, which is really helpful. And my last tip for the locations is map out your surroundings. Like, make sure there's never any spot that a PKer could come. Make sure you're not in multi. Make sure there's a bank near you. Make sure you have an escape route. Make sure you're not super far away from civilization. Like, that may be good to train because no one would find you, but when they do find you, you're kind of fucked. So yeah. So a huge thing is going to be pick your friends carefully. There's going to be huge amounts of backstabbers. Another thing they could take in consideration is your high level friends in the current game. Like, they might be 120 plus, but as you progress in Deadman mode, you might be level 50 in the first week and they're only level 15, so it may not even be very like intelligent to kick it with them anymore, because you know they're at such a lower level. You know, having even 5 friends to help you around the game is really useful, but finding an organized clan is going to be so helpful. Like, if you have a group of 50 people, you could just tell them, hey, I'm being attacked, slay your tower, and they're instantly there, and you could even get the attacker's loot if you did some damage on them. So, you know, that could be extremely helpful. And if you do pick a clan, even if it's PK based, make sure there's an herbalist, a smither, you know, like a Fletcher for some bows and arrows. Make sure everyone can like play a little part, you know what I mean, and help out. So the last thing I want to cover is grind, man. This is a fresh server. It's like nothing else. I don't know if you guys have played in the beginning of OSRS servers, but the nostalgia there is like nothing else. Like, everyone's just at that race, man. There's hundreds of people in Lumbee. Everyone's after those goals. Who can get it the quickest? You really want to put your time into it, and I would honestly suggest taking a break from, you know, RS3 or old school and trying out Deadman mode for a week or two, because you know, once you're left behind, there's kind of no way getting back, and if it's 5 times XP, you could get a couple 99s in a day or two. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will be posting a couple more guide videos going through every skill in depth, you know, whether it's worth it doing it in Deadman mode or, you know, the pros and cons. Pretty interesting video, already been working on it, but please leave in the comments if you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys have a certain build or maybe some tricks, tips you guys want to share with me, and maybe I could upload them in the next video. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.
For me.